You're listening to the Spartan Sports Network Weekly Recap. And here's your host, Walt Fowler.
This is the weekly recap for the week ending November 11th, and the winter sports season is upon us. We start on the basketball court. We had the Stack Tip-Off Classic this past weekend at Alumni Hall, and both the men and women successful. The men won their opener in the Classic 71-63 over Wilmington. Key to that game, they went on a 12-0 run late in the second half. Jamar Sudan with 15 points, 10 rebounds. Osbel Caraballo, 12 points, 12 rebounds. And Zach Resnicki chipped in with 11 points. The men followed with a win over Stonehill in the Tip-Off Classic Championship, winning 82-78 and improving to 2-0. Jamar Sudan, 28 points, huge game, and that's his career high. Dimitri Roberts chipped in with 16. Up next for the men's squad, they will play Wednesday at home, again at Alumni Hall, Goldie Beacom, and that is a 7 p.m. start. As for the women, they too very successful in the Tip-Off Classic. They opened the Classic on Friday night with the win against Nyack, 87-75. The women led by as many as 27 points in that game. Ruth Adams, big game, 20 points. Lexi Huertas, 12 points. Kellyanne Averill also with 12. And Missy Sadler chipped in with 10. The woman followed up on Saturday, winning the championship of the Classic over St. Michael's, 64-53, and improved, obviously, to 2-0. They got 27 points in the fourth quarter, just lit it up in the fourth quarter. Again, Ruth Adams paving the way with 18 points. Emily Preston had 14, and Kellyanne Averill with 13. Up next for the women, Tuesday, they will play at Bloomfield. That's a 5:30 tip-off. And then after that, the women head out west, way out west to Hawaii. That's right, a nice trip to Hawaii in November. They will play at Hawaii Pacific on Friday, November 16th. And then next Tuesday, November 20th, they'll still be in Hawaii playing at Chaminade. They returned to the continental United States and they'll play Wednesday, November 28th, that game at Caldwell. And that is a rematch of the first-round NCAA regional matchup from last year, which Stack won. As for ice hockey, men's ice hockey, tough loss on Friday, losing to Stevens Institute of Technology at Sport-A-Rama 10-4. Stevens lighting the lamp 10 times. So the men's ice hockey squad, the Spartans ice hockey squad, now 3-6 on the season, 2-5 in conference play. The 4 goals, Doug Harrison had a pair for the Spartans. Steve Finkel and Carter Taylor also scoring. Taylor, for him, his first collegiate goal. Up next for the men's ice hockey squad, they will play Catholic University, that game at Aston, Pennsylvania, and that is part of the East Coast College Showdown. That game is Friday night. After that, they'll play Saturday. 3 games in 3 days for the men's ice hockey squad. Friday, they play Catholic. Then Saturday, they'll play American University. And then Sunday, they skate against Shippensburg. And that's all part, again, of the East Coast College Showdown. As for the esports squad, bittersweet results. They lost to Florida 2-0 in League of Legends. They did pull out a win over RIT 2-0 in Fortnite, but then they lost their other competition against RIT in Fortnite 2-0. Up next for the esports squad, they will take on Georgia College, this in the ECC Peach Belt Conference Division II Championship Challenge, and that is Friday, this coming Friday, November 16th. Also coming up this weekend, cross country is back at it as they will compete in the Division II East Regionals, both the men's and women's squad, the Spartans men's squad and women's squad competing in the Division II East Regionals this coming Saturday at Bethpage State Park. I'm Walt Fowler. You've been listening to the weekly recap for the week ending November 11th on the Spartan Sports Network.